Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Jones.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Out come the Commanders to begin their first series, and they'll be led by a 5th-round rookie out of UNC, Sam Howell. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
11 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Again, it's Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And the rookie, Brian Robinson, finished things off with a touchdown run. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Here's 2nd and a yard. Robinson up the middle.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And the rookie Brian Robinson finished things off with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a 2nd straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Jamie Gillen now on to punt.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So, I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Fourth down, Howell. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've all...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they go play action with Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And some room to work.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Faking the handoff, Howell.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play.
So we have come past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At about the 32.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Hal.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. James has got it. Complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to the tight end, Akins.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. The 40, 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2nd and 2. Off play action. It's Howell.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st down, Howell to throw. Quick slant, Dotson.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones on third down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
He finds his man, complete. It's James. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stage. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.